Right now, Hilldale kicks off the holiday season with its annual winter holiday party. Plus, how to make sure you're getting the best prices on your prescription drugs. That's all coming up on News 3 Now at 10. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jalen Banks. Well, it's been a lot of chilly lately. Let's get a look at your first one forecast with meteorologist Blaze Keller. Blaze?
Yeah, we got a little bit of a light mist here going outside the studio, and I think that can be set across a lot of southern Wisconsin. We are anticipating maybe a stray shower or two, especially farther east this evening. A low pressure system is going to be moving through not only the Midwest, but southern Wisconsin specifically as we go overnight and throughout your Monday. And that's the reason why we could see some rain and even some snowflakes on your Monday as well. We're at 45 in Madison as well as in Lone Rock, 46 in Boscobel, almost near 50 still. Milwaukee, Kenosha coming in at 49, 40 in Watoma. It's 46 in Waunakee, 45 in Sun Prairie. So we're all hanging out right around 45, 46 degrees for the most part. And overnight, we're really not going to cool off a whole lot. And throughout the day on Monday, we are anticipating our temperatures to drop. So Future Track is going to bring another wave of showers through the morning hours. Definitely want to send the kiddos off with maybe an umbrella just in case it is raining as they're heading off to school. By the afternoon, late morning, early afternoon, that's when the winds will shift out of the northwest, kind of bringing in that cooler air. You're seeing it there on Future Track on your screen, the blues, the pinks indicating maybe some mix or at the very least maybe some light snow. And then that wraps up by the late afternoon, early evening hours, and we chip away at the cloud cover. Gusts could be upwards of 30 miles per hour at times as well on your Monday, which means our temperatures will be dropping throughout the day. So we'll hang out in the low to mid 40s tonight. We'll start off there on your Monday morning and then cool off throughout the day. We're going to talk more about that Arctic blast that we're expecting to arrive by Black Friday in the full forecast.
Sounds good, Blaze. We'll see you then. Now, we're getting into the swing of the holiday season. And this afternoon, Hilldale kicked off with the Christmas spirit with a North Pole party. Our Merrill Hubbard was there to give us a piece of all the fun.
Right in the middle already.
Oh my God. So we're here for our North Pole party. This is our kind of kickoff to the holiday season here at Hilldale.
Hilldale partnered with the Boys and Girls Club, Crescendo Espresso Bar, and other retailers to put together this Christmas kickoff. Here at the Hilldale North Pole party, you can do everything. I mean, enjoy some hot chocolate, visit Santa, pet some reindeer, enjoy the carolers. But you may see here on the list, curling is an option. And I had some kids teach me how to play. You want to go first, Eli?
Sure.
Do the first pull. Oh, that's pretty good. I think that's like 1,000 points. There you go. Oh, you're on the blue. You're on the blue. It means you got points. You did it. Good job. High five. Oh, perfect. Okay. Along with the curling pros, this event brought families together to embrace the holiday spirit.
It's so magical. I mean, we have grandparents coming out with their grandkids. It's a wide variety of ages. It's just so fun to see all their smiles on their faces, enjoying the holiday spirit.
Olivia, what's your favorite part about Christmas?
Seeing Santa and his reindeer and opening presents.
Are you going to see Santa today, you think? The party wrapped up with the Wisconsin Marching Band playing as they led Santa to the tree lighting finale. Reporting in Madison, Merrill Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Merrill, thank you. Now, the last time the Green Bay Packers played the San Francisco 49ers, the 49ers knocked the Pack out of the playoffs. They had their first chance at revenge today, hosting them at Lambeau Field. Our Andrew Bancher joins us now in studio with more.
Yeah, Jalen, Jordan Love said this week that, of course, there's a little bit extra on this game because, yeah, there's a bad taste in their mouth from last season's playoff loss. And Love and company chewed all of those emotions up and spit them out. Scoreless in the first quarter, Packers' first drive of the game. Speaking of chewing, they chewed up a lot of clock on this one, and it ends with Tucker Kraft in the end zone. How good has 85 been this year? The Packers ran it up from there, winning 38-10, and Jordan Love says they're starting to get their groove back on offense.
I think collectively as a whole, especially on offense, I feel we're getting back into our rhythm and just got to keep finding that consistency. But I like the things we did tonight. So it'll just be, continuing to improve on that, continue to build on the mistakes and the little things we need to clean up. But just continue to strive for that consistency and continue to generate the explosive plays, which I feel like we're doing a great job at.
And Jalen, coming up later in sports, pick out your favorite hat because we talk about the tricks that Josh Jacobs played on San Francisco's defense.
You're looking forward to that one. The Goodman Community Center is still giving away groceries to more than 4,000 families in Dane County as a part of its annual Thanksgiving basket drive. The center is asking for donations before the event ends tomorrow. Donations can be dropped off in the front of the Goodman Center. You can also help by making a monetary contribution. Just visit goodmancenter.org. Rising prescription drug prices can be a tough pill to swallow, but apps and websites can help lower your pharmacy bill. Kristen Mitchell explains which customers are most likely to see discounts.
Going to the pharmacy with my GoodRx coupon.
Shayna Chamberlain's monthly prescription went from $210 to $37. She credits GoodRx.
I mean, it saved me $300 this year alone.
It's just one of a growing list of companies offering discounts on medications. By enrolling in the program, you can search for drugs, compare prices, then bring the discount to a participating pharmacy near you.
Those are essentially coupons, for lack of a better term.
Matt Anderson is a senior lecturer in health policy and management at the U of M.
You can get a discount on the out-of-pocket costs that you have depending on your insurance, depending on the drug, depending on. It's a lot of qualifications around whether or not it's actually going to give you a discount and how much of a discount.
Is this for people who have insurance already, or is it for the uninsured?
It is more helpful for the uninsured because they're paying for everything out of pocket.
Anderson says there are pros and cons. You can save money, it's easy to compare costs, and often free to sign up.
How is GoodRx able to offer these massive discounts?
So we work with everybody. We work with pharmacies, we work with insurance companies, we work with doctors, really just trying to act on behalf of the patient to find these savings for consumers.
But not every pharmacy or insurance plan allows these discounts. The cheaper prices might not last long term, and marketers may get your personal information.
When you give the company your name and information and whatever, just like any other business, they can use that information for marketing, they can sell your information. And so recognizing this, you're turning over your own data.
Anderson says to really get the best deal, you would need to compare the cost of the drug out of pocket with insurance, the generic alternative drug, and the discounted price offered through these programs.
Being able to figure out all of those things requires quite a bit of self-advocacy for the consumer to really know, are you getting a deal?
Self-advocacy that Chamberlain has found to be worth it.
I know how insane healthcare prices are as someone who works in healthcare and who receives a lot of it. And so, I mean, just trying to share any and all resources available is really important to me.
Now, one more thing to keep in mind, the discounts usually aren't allowed if you're insured under Medicare or Medicaid. And still to come on News 3 Now at 10, President-elect Donald Trump has announced his picks for all of the cabinet secretaries. What new polling reveals about how Americans feel about the presidential transition. And Consumer Reports gives us the lowdown on a new category of deodorant.
Iron Jock products are wicking, cooling, anti-static, and built with four-way stretch. Their silver ion technology eliminates 99.9% of the bacteria. If you don't love it, send it back. No questions asked. Iron Jock.
The excellence of driving a Buick is matched by the excellence of the dealership experience when you own a Buick. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $3,000 purchase allowance on this 2024 Encore GX. For attractive offers, visit these Buick dealers today.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And during our Black Friday sale, save up to $1,000 on mattress and base bundles and get an instant gift. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
They've been rocking audiences for decades. It's Foghat. Performing live November 30th. at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
I just want to make
With special guest, the Empty Pockets. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Legendary rock band Foghat. Live in concert November 30th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Toyotathon is on. Shake up the holidays with an exciting new Toyota. Take an all-wheel drive Camry to go ice skating. Visit Grandma in a Highlander. Grandma! You got it. Or bring home a tree in a Tacoma. Are we in a snow globe?
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can lease a new RAV4 for $319 a month. Or you can lease a new 2025 Camry for $299 a month.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
Experience the Channel 3000 News app today. Tailored for your news the way you want it. With a customizable home page and faster page loads. Download the Channel 3000 News app. Powered by News 3 Now.
A Madison apartment complex plagued by poor conditions and deadly violence.
My son got killed 2 months later.
Find out what happened after an outcry and desperate actions by residents here at the Harmony Apartments. News 3 Now investigates Monday at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Moving forward.
President-elect Donald Trump is putting the finishing touches on his cabinet nominations, having chosen nearly a dozen to round out his incoming administration. The latest CBS News poll finds 59% of Americans approve of how Trump is handling the transition. CBS's Nicole Killian is in West Palm Beach, Florida.
At his Mar-a-Lago estate, President-elect Donald Trump solidified his cabinet with new picks for housing, labor, agriculture, and treasury, tapping investor Scott Bessent, who could become the first openly gay secretary to lead the department if confirmed.
These are people that are going to work to get America back on track across the board.
The president-elect also tapped Russell Vought, a co-author of the conservative policy blueprint Project 2025, to reprise his role as White House budget director. And he selected a trio of doctors for federal health agencies, including former Congressman David Weldon, a vaccine skeptic, to head the CDC.
It's about choice. It's about getting rid of mandates.
A CBS News poll finds most of Trump's well-known designees have more support than opposition, from Senator Marco Rubio for Secretary of State to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for HHS and Pete Hegseth for Defense, although the former Fox News host faces allegations of sexual assault.
It's frankly an insult and really troubling that Mr. Trump would nominate someone who has admitted that he's paid off a victim who has claimed rape allegations against him.
There was no crime committed, and so that doesn't prevent Pete from moving forward in this.
Some senators want FBI background checks on the nominees.
Why wouldn't we get these background checks for the most important job in the United States government?
It's unclear if the confirmation process could be delayed if those background checks aren't done. So far, the Trump transition has not signed an agreement with the FBI or the White House to start the vetting process, although a spokesperson tells CBS News they continue to constructively engage with the Biden-Harris administration. Nicole Killian, CBS News, West Palm Beach, Florida.
And around the country, airports are already teeming with travelers heading to Thanksgiving destinations before peak travel days. 8 million people are expected to fly Tuesday. It's a similar story on Wednesday as well. But next Sunday could set an all-time record with more than 3 million people expected to pass through airport security nationwide. However, most travelers are expected to drive a record 7.17 million. That's over a million more than last year.
It's important to know when the peak congestion periods will be, which AAA anticipates will be Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday afternoon, between the hours of 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. The key is to avoid those afternoon rush hour commute times when people heading home from work are mixing on the roads with travelers heading in and out of town.
Now, one bright spot for our road warriors out there, gas prices are lower compared to last year. Now let's get a look at your first warn forecast with meteorologist Blaze Keller. Blaze, what should we expect?
Well, we are going to continue to eye the chance for a light rain snow mix as we go into your Monday. And again, minimal accumulations are expected, especially with the snow, because our temperatures are going to be above freezing for most of the day. And again, we haven't had any prolonged cold to get that ground cold enough to keep that snow around. Also, possibly some light snow, probably more flurries, though, not only Wednesday, but also Thanksgiving. And like on Monday, minimal accumulations are expected. And then it's after Thanksgiving, really starting that night, that we get our blast of Arctic air, which could stick around into the middle of that following week, the week after Thanksgiving. And this is the reason why. It's coming from the Arctic, so it's going to be cold, but it's going to be in the northwestern part of Canada as we go into your Wednesday late afternoon, early evening. It's brought down by a series of high pressure systems. And I mentioned that because it's going to also, these high pressure systems, place a low pressure system right here, kind of over the Hudson Bay area. Notice that the winds around the high pressure systems, they turn clockwise and then counterclockwise around a low pressure system. So they're coming together in this kind of northwesterly flow is what we call it, where winds are just straight out of the northwest. And they're going to continue to pull down this cooler air, which is most likely going to be sticking around not only the Great Lakes, but also the Midwest and further into the Deep South as we go into at least Monday and Tuesday of the week following Thanksgiving. You're seeing still these light blues indicating that really cold air moving into parts of the northern plains and the Midwest as we go Sunday night into Monday. So we're not going to be done with that cold really until probably the middle of that upcoming work week. Anybody here in the purple is at 32 degrees or below as we go into your Saturday, and some of that cold air could even reach as far south as the Gulf of Mexico, which isn't necessarily unheard of, but that just shows you how strong those northwesterly winds are to push that cooler air further south. And you can see that kind of change in our weather, especially from Black Friday onwards, when our forecast highs compared to normal are anywhere between 10 to 15 degrees below normal. It's not going to be like the last time that we saw that Arctic blast. That was back in mid-January of this year. It came right after we had a lot of snowfall. So that snow on the ground actually helped reinforce the cold air. That's why our temperatures only were able to climb into the single digits back in January. This time we're going to be into the 20s because we don't have that snow. And for folks who are not quite ready for the cold, the bitter cold of winter, it does look like beyond our extended forecast. This is 8 to 14 days out. We start to say goodbye to the really cold air. That pocket of deep blue, most likely that really cold air, begins to push into parts of the Atlantic as we go into maybe the middle of December, or kind of getting closer to the middle of December. So we do look to be trending slightly cooler than average here over the next at least 6 to 14 days, but really the coldest of the cold is certainly going to be probably this upcoming weekend. We'll start out in the 40s, probably the warmest temperature early on your Monday, and then with those northwesterly winds taking on over, we will be cooling down as we go throughout the day, so make sure the kids are dressed appropriately. Maybe you send them off to school with an umbrella. Maybe you take one as you're heading off to work as well. Light snow flurries possible Wednesday, Thursday, and then maybe some light snow again by the upcoming weekend. But again, with these strong high pressure systems, it's just going to be kind of that much harder. However, if we do get snow, it'll be more of that light snow because it's going to keep a lot of that moisture well off to our south.
Sounds good, because I'm going to be one of those people traveling by car this week, so.
At least there's no big systems kind of moving through our neck of the woods, so I think any people going or coming to southern Wisconsin, they shouldn't be hit with any bad weather the Wednesday or Tuesday before, and then maybe that Black Friday either.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Blaze. And we're used to underarm deodorant to keep us smelling fresh, but now there's a new category for the whole body deodorant and antiperspirant creams and wipes to use all over. Do they work? Do you even need them? Well, Consumer Reports sniffs out the truth so you can decide if they're worth your money.
Consumer Reports reporter Jothyra Rodriguez is not afraid to admit she's a sweater.
I'm a stress sweater, a spicy food sweater, an exercise sweater, and sometimes even an angry sweater.
So after talking with a dermatologist, Jothyra worked with the Consumer Reports team to try and report on 3 sweat-proofing products. First up in her home trial was Lume Whole Body Deodorant plus Sweat Control Smooth Cream.
Rubbing cream on my underarms every night before bed felt so wrong compared with the usual process of rubbing a solid deodorant stick on my underarms. But it was simple. I applied a pea-sized amount daily. The cream dried quickly, so I didn't have to wait before I could get dressed.
Jothyra says the results were impressive. No skin irritation.
During my twice weekly runs, my underarms remained totally dry throughout the 3-mile loop. And I noticed zero odor post-run too. I had a bit of sweating after a particularly stressful morning phone call, but besides the stress sweat, I remained totally dry the entire week.
The next week, she tried Sweat Block Max Clinical Antiperspirant Wipes to one armpit and DuraDry PM Sweat Minimizing Gel to the other.
The first thing I noticed about the Sweat Block wipes was their smell immediately after opening the packaging. The company describes it as a subtle, sweet clove smell, but I thought it was unpleasant. The DuraDry gel had no smell and dried clear each of the 3 nights I applied it.
Jothyra reports the second week was as dry as the first. She noticed minimal sweat and zero odor.
2 weeks I spent using these products were the 2 least sweaty weeks of my adult life. They weren't totally sweat blocking, but I've actually decided to switch my antiperspirant stick for whole body deodorant.
You might be wondering if there's a risk of overheating while using these products. Experts say it's important to let your body sweat, especially during exercise or hot weather. But as long as these products are used as directed, they should be okay for most people. This is Ashley Prieto.
And coming up in sports, Andrew is back in studio talking all about Josh Jacobs' career day. Next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The holidays and Chevy Silverado and off-road adventure and towing with confidence and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Find your red tag. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $3,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
I was an occupational therapist and I had lost my position. I was able to just go the next day, oh well, I can dash. I love it for the freedom. I can schedule myself. Also, dashing just gives you a sense of purpose. Having portable benefits would be really awesome for me because I could use them to help cover my vision, co-pays, and adding to my 401k. And I could continue to build that till I retire.
You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont it. You want some ice time, a nice time, so good you post it twice time. You want some cheer? Now I'll show you where you gotta be. Tell you who you gotta see. Ooh, it's gonna make you smile. You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont.
Enjoy the magic of the North Pole, just east of O'Hare, with miles of memories waiting to be made. To Rosemont it your way, start at rosemont.com.
Rosemont it.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Candy Cloud Company. Your drink, your way. Made to order. So many choices. All for you. Whatever your mood. Boba, coffee, shakes, iced, or hot. Get the good stuff. Candy Cloud Company. Greenway Station, Middleton.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, and the powerful Ridgeline. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
You've got to tip your hat to the Pack. They've struggled in the red zone lately, but said earlier this week that relying on Josh Jacobs might just be the trick to fix all of their problems. And it turns out a heavy dose of Jacobs was exactly what the doctor ordered. Packers leading 10-0 midway through the second, and what do? They give it to number 8, who surges in for the score, but you know he was just getting started. We skip ahead to the third quarter, where Green Bay's got a 17-7 lead, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Touchdown number 2 on the day for Jacobs, who finished with 106 yards on the ground, but that's not what we're celebrating. No, it's not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns. Jacobs completes the hat trick with 3 on the ground on the day, and Green Bay annihilates the Niners 38-10, the final score. It's their largest win in this rivalry series that we've ever seen in a long history, and Jordan Love and the Packers are rolling.
That's one guy that I don't worry about is Josh Jacobs. Guy is an animal. He is a dog and a dog competitor, and you know, I think he definitely relishes those opportunities.
Yeah, man, the O-line, I give them all the credit, man. I mean, they make it, I tell them all the time, man, they make my job easy, you know. And I always tell them, man, I'm like, man, if you mess up, whatever, I'll make you right. We lean on each other. So they get all the credit for this.
Very few people had much belief in Badger men's basketball before this season, and Greg Gard has enjoyed proving just about everybody wrong. Wisconsin had the chance to start 7-0 for the first time since their last Final Four run, with a win over Pitt in the championship game of the Greenbrier tip-off down in West Virginia, and it was Tanjay time early and often. Throws down the jam. He caught fire in the second half, helping the Badgers dig themselves out of a deficit. And later, it's more John Tanjay. Trailing by 1, he gets the goaltending shot to go, and later, it's more of the same. What a day. The MVP of the Greenbrier tip-off is John Tanjay, because he scored 33, and Wisconsin takes down Pitt by a final score of 81-75. Wisconsin women's soccer playing USC in the Sweet 16, a stage that they've reached for just the 5th time in program history. The Trojans with a penalty kick as the first half winds down. They take the lead, and that would triple. They take a 3-0 lead that Wisconsin could never fully come back from. They would get one late, but their season ends on a USC 3-1 win. Man, those Packers, Jalen, I'll tell you what. Those Packers are playing really good football, but we talked about it a little bit off air earlier. Yeah. That conference, or I should say that division, it's hard to see yourself as maybe what a normal team would see in that division. They're 8-3 and in 3rd place.
You could very much argue that those are the top 3 teams in the NFC.
Yeah.
The Lions, the Vikings, and the Packers. But, I mean, you just got to keep on chipping away, because you never know what could happen down the line. But back to their game today against the 49ers. I know Brock Purdy is out, but 28 points, winning by 28 points is nothing to sneeze at.
Quick comment on that. Keyshawn Nixon, Packers cornerback, was asked about all of the players that the 49ers had out today. His response, I don't care.
I love it. All right, sounds good. Thank you, Andrew. We'll be right back.
Here at Melio Sandwiches, we're all about facts. Fact number 1, we bake our own bread every 4 hours, every day. Fact number 2, we hand slice our meats to perfection, just the way you like it. Melio's, baking a difference since 1989.
Oh no, it's closed.
What about my letter?
Hey Lexus, call Uncle Brian.
Uncle Brian.
To the North Pole.
Grandpa! Oh no! He did get my letter.
The December to Remember sales event.
Get special offers on select NX models.
Big, beautiful sectional for just $9.87 with a free ottoman. Big deals.
Black Friday deals.
All month long, up to 60% off list. Only at Slumberland. Relax in this power reclining sofa for just $7.97 with a free power recliner. Deals so big, prices so low, all month long. Like this incredible sofa for just $298.
Black Friday all month long sale.
Get these deals while they last, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Heck yeah.
U.S. Cellular has the incredible new iPhone 16 Pro. The first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. Spread the word.
Apple Intelligence is personal, private, and oh so powerful, you dig?
And the all-new camera control will blow you away!
U.S. Cellular has the amazing new iPhone. Also, Doug ate all the office cake.
Show me the tape.
See the tape tonight at 10!
Right now at U.S. Cellular, get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Come on, let's go. We've got this. We're almost there.
Because when your family feels protected, they're free to pursue their dreams. Bundle home and auto and save up to 23%. American Family Insurance. From our family to yours. Happy holidays.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Welcome to our full lineup of Ford SUVs. The all-electric Mustang Mach-E, Expedition, and Explorer. And when you have available Ford Blue Cruise enabled, you can take your hands off the wheel when you're on a highway and just cruise.
And the hats are
fun.
The hats are fun.
Choose FlexBuy on Escape and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $1,000 FlexBuy and $1,000 holiday bonus cash. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Here at Melio's Sandwiches, we're all about facts. Fact number 1, we bake our own bread every 4 hours, every day. Fact number 2, we hand slice our meats to perfection, just the way you like it. Melio's, baking a difference since 1989.
Chris Stanford, News 3 Now This Morning, moving forward.
So I'm doing some traveling, Andrew doing some traveling. There's people at home that's going to be traveling. What should we expect for this week?
We are anticipating a light rain snow mix with falling temperatures and breezy conditions for your Monday, staying mostly cloudy until about the late afternoon, and then maybe some light snow on Wednesday and Thursday.